Dragonstorm TARKIR brought with it some sweet new cards, especially United Battlefront. What a cool card to dig deeper into our deck and find more Simulacrum Synthesizers. What's up, Dragonauts? Welcome back to the channel where we breathe fire into the standard meta and believe in getting those burning hot top decks. Today is all about Simulacrum Synthesizer. Before I get into the deck list, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay updated on all the new brews coming out for the TARKIR Dragonstorm meta. And with that, let's get into what makes this explosive deck so sweet. And right off the bat, you already know the card. It's Simulacrum Synthesizer. This is a sweet 3-mana artifact coming in and allowing us to scry 2, and when another artifact you control with mana value 3 or greater enters, you create a construct, and those are going to continue to grow in size the more artifacts you have. Synthesizer has been with us in the meta for quite a little while now, kind of popping up here and there with different brews, really kind of settling into the Azorius build, but Dragonstorm brought with it a sweet new card that allows us to basically cheat in more synthesizers for more value, and that is United Battlefront, the Coco of non-creature permanents. Instead of looking at top 6, we get to look at the top 7, get to put 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield, the rest going onto the bottom. So we can effectively use the United Battlefront to cheat in Simulacrum Synthesizers, grow our army of constructs, and have a great time beating down the opponent with our endless army. Now, this isn't to say this is the only part of the deck. We do have other ways of getting out our synthesizers, and that is going to come in the way of the Repurposing Bay. This card for 2 mana lets you sacrifice an artifact you have and go tutor up something from your deck that is equal to its mana value plus a 1. So we can turn our other 2 mana artifacts into another synthesizer or one of our key pieces if we need some removal. Removal here is going to be key to stay alive. It does take time to build up your little army of constructs, so to that effect, we're going to be running Perilous Snare. But when it comes into play, we get to exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. We're also going to combine this with Braided Net, right? Braided Net, when it comes in, has 3 counters. We can tap it, remove a counter from it, and tap an opponent's creature, reducing the beatdown of damage that's going to be coming at our face. We do have to work to stay alive in this list, so to that effect, we run some utility artifacts: Carrot Cake, Clay-Fired Bricks, Spring-Loaded Sawblaze, and of course the Maze Mine Tome. All of these coming together, helping us draw, thin the deck, do some removal, but that's not the only thing. We're of course going to run some Authority to Consoles. The big power of this list is the utility to stay alive in the early game, combining different enchantments and artifacts while we work to build up the construct army thanks to the Simulacrum Synthesizer. But you know what? It wouldn't be me if we didn't play a dragon and have something fun, so hey, why don't we just toss a Ugin in here? Because why not? We have a couple of colorless spells in the main deck, a few more in the sideboard, but Ugin here is really just a great 7-mana removal card that we can play down, utilize to get some card draw, and gain a bit of life to stay alive in those longer matchups. Well, Dragonauts, this is Simulacrum Synthesizer, or as we're calling it, Simulacrums. Please enjoy the game. I don't dislike this hand, actually. We've got interaction, we've got a way to find a plains, gets us our 4th mana for Battlefront. Ugin on the top, I am gonna keep. We'll go like probably Plains Island into Spring-Loaded. Hopeless Nightmare. I think I'm fine ditching the Sawblades. We've got our 4th land, so Storm Chaser's Talent, sure. Opponent with the... Well, that's not a 1-land keep, but... I was going to say for a moment, I'd be saddened if they were a risky 1-land keep on Pixie. Pixie like needs 2 lands. You can get away with 1, but it's definitely risky. Grab a plains, gain some life. And see what we draw off the top here. Fear of Isolation, bouncing that back. Sure, that's fine. We will discard our plains and go to 16 on this attack. We did draw into a synthesizer, so I love seeing that. good with that repurposing bay on the top, actually. We go, because we draw into the land, play our island, and cast the United Battlefront. Sure, Kieran comes in, hit us with the Nightmare, recast it. We're going to go to 10 on this attack after we discard a card here and lose some life. But we're not dead yet, so we'll go island into Battlefront. Let's grab a repurposing bay and repurposing bay. Now with repurposing bay into the clay-based fireworks, we can block the 1/1 otter and potentially swing in for some big damage. Stock up, sure. 4 damage coming at us in the air. I don't think I have any 4 mana artifacts in the deck. This may be where I want that 1x of the 1000 Smithy. Because, like, I can't do anything to get, like, a larger artifact. Another Nightmare. Okay. Well. I don't think I'm ever going to get to a point for Eugene, so... Another, wow. Triple Nightmare. Definitely hurts here. We are at 2. Don't think I like that. Sawblades isn't gonna cover it. Let's go ahead and sack this. We can get a Perilous Snare. I could grab 2 Perilous Snares here. Does Perilous Snare let me win here? If I take out the Otter, these are now going to be, they're 6/6s. I don't think so. I think I have to take out the Fear of Isolation. Eight, 9, yeah. Maybe I did misplay this. Yep, I did. And that would be why I think we need some 4 mana artifacts. Because I misplayed that. Okay. Ghost Vacuum, not as handy. I may want to change the Disdainful Strokes to Spell Pierce if Pixie's really going to be a big thing in the matchup. I think Elspeth and Ugin are getting dropped. This match is going to be a lot quicker than that. Authority can help me stabilize a little bit. I'll bring in the negates. And I'll try that. So like one of like a Solemn Simulacrum or 1000 Smithy, I think is what I want in the 4 mana slot. Just so we can keep up the chain, because as soon as we get to 3, like we're stuck, right? And I don't know that our artifact chain is good enough to keep that rolling. Might have to reconsider. Maybe Elspeth probably changes into that Smithy. There may have been, if I had the Smithy, I probably could have done Perilous Snare on the... I could have done Perilous Snare on the Otter, and then gotten the Smithy, and that actually would have been lethal against the opponent. So that is something of note, actually. Keep the land on top, that's fine. Blue into talent, sure. Cast in Carrot Cake. Go ahead and make a 1/1 scry. Another archive. I don't think I want the archive. I want to play down the Simulacrum next turn for sure. Fable Passage again. They're going to attack in for 2. I'm going to say no blocks at the moment. 2 damage isn't significant at this point of the game. Let's cast in Solemn Simulacrum. Our Simulacrum Synthesizer. That is not Solemn. So So we'll get this in and get another scry roll. I'm looking for another artifact, but a Battlefront is great to see. Look at that, we got a Battlefront. No attacks, we'll pass. So, before the next match, tighten up the curve a little bit. Yeah, I'll block here. And there's this town ain't big enough. They were gonna do that anyways. We can still cast in our Battlefront though. And I think honestly I do. I think I just go Battlefront. Great Net and Jewel is fine. I can tap down one of the otters now with the net. Jewel effectively pays for the net, and the net can get us some card draw once we, are done with the counters. We're just gonna tap down that otter now. Discard a card. Probably the 3 steps ahead, I think. Go to 12 on this attack. This will at least let me recast the Synthesizer. And set up our scry, unless this is like negate. Negate would be a little unfortunate. Snare and net. I will keep both of those on top, actually. Yeah, let's keep both of those on top. I'm okay with that. We'll pass the turn here. Kieran's gonna come in. Bounce the Hopeless Nightmare. Which is fine. Nightmare comes in, we'll discard the Carrot Cake, I think. Laurent of the Third Path. Well, that's unfortunate. I lose my Simulacrum here. That's just game. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Opponent on the play. Can play Authority Councils into Tomb. Enigma Jewel on the backup. Let's go ahead and keep. We have our Repurposing Bay. That's actually really great. Deep Cavern Bat. Okay. Gain a life. What are they going to take? I think Repurposing Bay. I mean, I can just Perilous Snare it anyways. And then get my Repurposing Bay back. And Monoblock doesn't really have Artifact Destruction, which is great. They might be running Intimidation Tactics. Ooh. Hey, Eliminator, how you doing, friend? Welcome in. Let's cast in the Maze Mind Tome. And we will pass the turn. Monoblock is super fun. I agree. Monoblock's got some really cool playlines that they can do these days. Having breakfast, how are the games going? Not bad so far, not bad. I definitely misplayed match 1 with this list. But that happens. C'est la vie. The Unstoppable Slasher. Okay, sure, that's fine. Let's go ahead and grab a page counter here. I don't think I want that land. Spring-loaded saw blades, you don't say so. That is a little juicy. Maybe I'm just doing Enigma Jewel here. I think I'm doing Enigma Jewel into Saw Blades on the Cavern Bat to get back my... Yeah, I think we do Saw Blades on the next attack here to get the Perilous Snare back to take out the Unstoppable Slasher. Like, I'm gonna lose some health here, but at least I take out the bat and then I deal with the Slasher, right? I'm going to get the snare back. We are going to go down to, I think, 9 on this. Let's round it up. Yeah, we go to 9. That's fine. Unholy Annex coming in, sure. Are you a demon? No, you're a zombie. Eugene. Probably not what I'm looking for right now. Another archive. Archive's fine here. I think I want another archive on top, though. And then we're going to go ahead and Perilous Snare, take out the Unstoppable Slasher. Now, the card advantage that is generated from the opponent here on this Annex is a little scary. But there's things we can do. I'm not a fan of that. We do gain a life at least. I'm going to go ahead and put a page counter and draw a card. Battlefront can save me. I think it's going to have to be... Well, no, that's not true. I can actually grab a Perilous Snare and take out the Bloodletter of Aclazotz here. The only hope is that they don't have a second one. So yeah, we're going to do Repurposing Bay. I'll sacrifice the Saw Blades. We'll grab another Perilous Snare. I don't like that it has to be the Bloodletter, but Bloodletter doubling the stuff is very scary. And then I can try to deal with that next turn if they make a 6/6 demon. No, they got a Ritual Chamber. Man, Oppo just getting some nasty draws here. Alright, we'll gain some life. Go down to 9. I have 2 United Battlefronts. I better hope this pays off somehow. That can go. And let's see what we get off the Battlefront. Neither of those helps in the slightest. They are 2-drops though, so there is some relevance for there. We can go Authority into Claybricks. Let's me grab a Plains. And I can Repurposing Bay, sack the Claybricks. To go grab another Perilous Snare. To take out once again the 6/6 demon. Which the whole problem this entire time is the annexes. I really should just take out the annex, but a 6/6 demon ends my... Oh my gosh, the Bloodletter. Okay. Oppo is just double Bloodletter of Aclazotz. I am feeling the danger right now. The danger is so real. Ugin would have been sweet. We're gonna go Simulacrum into United Battlefront. And Hope and Pray. That's a Eugene. I wish I'd joined you sooner, but... C'est la vie. And United Battlefront. Get me something good here. Simulacrum and a Braided Net is actually kind of nice. You don't gain me life, but you did if I sacked you. That would be 3. I think I'm better doing net. Because the other demon already comes into play tapped. And if I live through this next turn, I'm going to be okay. And I can Braided Net already, so that works. Okay. I think we're fine. They just need to not have a 3rd Bloodletter of Aclazotz. That's what I need them not to have right now. I'm okay with that. They can't unlock that, which is great. There's no other demon for me to deal with. And I'm not going to let you hit me with the Bloodletter Vaclazats. That is dangerous, and I don't like it. And there's game 1. All right. We did it. We did the thing. I'm happy. That worked. Hey, Odd Eyes, what's going on? Welcome in, and happy Friday. How you doing today? Now, against our opponent, I'm going to keep Authority in as a 2-of, but I do want some more removal. And I want some other interaction, so I'm going to bring in Spell Pierce and Negates. Probably I will... Well, we didn't. We made it through without the Ugins. Did make it through without the Ugins. Coding is a headache, but other than that, is good. I'm glad you're doing good. Hopefully the coding goes well, though, friend. Saw Blades I'll make as a 2-of. Net I'll change to a 3. I think we're cutting the Helm. I wonder if I'm cutting... I might cut 1 Ugin. Just so we can bring in Spell... No, you know what? I don't think we need the Negates. I think we keep in 2 Spell Pierces. Get Lost is definitely an option, but I want the Braided Net. I think we'll just bring in 2 Spell Pierces. We'll run it back that way. As long as we stabilize, like we're golden. Stabilizing is the key. But United Battlefront into like synthesizer triggers, kind of nice. I do like that quite a lot. Hey, Skeleton Glitch. How you doing? Happy Friday. Good to see you. We are mulliganing. If I top deck a land, this is keepable. Well, that's a big ask. Yeah, I think we're mulliganing. Oh, no. Oh, I got Authority. I don't... Complete opposite. Complete opposite. We're going to 5. We're going to 4. Oh, that's so rough. Oh, that is so rough. Doing great. Done practicing your Phyrexian speech. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Duress just hits me. Leyline of the Void is a weird inclusion. I'm not really sure why they brought in Leyline. But here we are. I'll keep that on top so I can cast in the Braided Net, I guess. Filigree Xylex. That's a choice. Considering I'm working in advanced data structures with self-taught knowledge, I doubt this will go well. You never know. You never know. Filigree Xylex. I mean, that's fine. Like, it deals 10 damage. Equal to the number of oil counters. That's fine. I guess, like, they could put Filigree Xylex to 3, but... Like, I can also just Perilous Snare it. Well, let's go for United Battlefront and not hit anything relevant. I guess we'll gain some life. I'll gain some life and thin the deck. What do you create 2 colorless gnomes? I mean, I guess, but I don't have the mana for that. Demon comes in. That's fine, that's at 3. Well, Eugene, maybe you can get me there. Everything you know is self-taught. That's cool, though. I mean, it's awesome you're doing self-taught stuff. Ah, the same project you're mentioning. Gotcha, gotcha. Introduce yourself in Phyrexian Glitch. That's awesome. That's very cool. I'll keep the Verge on top. They're holding out the Silex. They're waiting. I think the best thing is I can just get rid of the annex next turn. I don't like that. That's a problem. Lily is less of a problem. This is why we kept the land on top. Alright, and then we go Verge into our great friend Eugene. So long, Annex. Alright, Eugene's up. I am going to go ahead and gain some life and draw a card, though. I know Lily's going to force the discard, but... okay. Sure. Well. Might as well tap Lily.
I'll be back with friends.
Ah, Spell Pierce. Ugin is fun. Yeah, Ugin's pretty cool. It's a Bloodletter. I mean, do you go after Ugin or my life? Probably my life. This hurts. A lot. I need to get rid of that stupid Bloodletter. If I don't have any colored spells that I can cast off to get more exiles with Ugin. Don't have to worry about the slasher for another turn, so that combo's not happening. Ugin will put me to 16. Another Annex? Talk about frickin' luck, man. Holy, alright. Well. We did get Simulacrum. I'm gonna keep that braided neck on top. Go Perilous Snare. Don't like that I have to keep the Annex up, but I think I have to get rid of Bloodletter here. Not a fan. Nowhere to run? Sure. It's fine. It's a 2/2. Cutdown's fine, sure. You make another 6/6, I would assume. Maybe it would have been actually correct for me to Spell Pierce the Cutdown. I could have stopped them from potentially making the 6/6. Kept my Construct alive. But this is at least 6 damage not going face, so that's good for me. To some extent. The life gain, everything else still hurts, though. Everything else still hurts. Alright, +2, gain some life, draw a card. That is nowhere close what I wanted. That is nowhere close to what I need. I don't have the 7 mana. That's the turn. 2 core systems working on? Oh, fair, Odd Eyes, fair. Alright, it's gonna get tapped. Both going face. Yeah. The block there, and I go to 8. That thing returns, I go to 9. Archfiend, I go to 10, okay. My goodness, I should have brought in Split Up. And I drew another land. Oh, goodness. Archfiend and everything. Yeah, we just go to the next game. Rough. That was That was rough. Okay, definitely split up. Split up comes in. Choose a 6 land, destroy all other permanents. Maybe I don't want Silex, actually. Silex is probably a mistake. Base, snare, all that was good. Spell Pierce, I didn't even get to use you. I guess you weren't actually the right call. Apparently, Ugin keeps me in the game, though. So let's drop our Smithy. Play 3 Ugins. I'll go down to Saw Blades, too. Rough implementation of custom rule sets. Okay, gotcha. Dr. Purrington, welcome in. Happy Friday. How you doing today? Good to see you, friend. We're trying out some some simulacrums. I keep wanting to call the Simulacrum Synthesizer Solemn Simulacrum, but that is most assuredly not it is. This hand is pretty good. I am a fan of this hand. Council. We have consoles into Carrot Cake into Synthesizer plus a 3 steps ahead. That is actually a really good start for us. And this authority has been pretty clutch. I'm not gonna lie. Of course they have to rest. All right. Well, I lose the Synthesizer. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Split up, I guess is. I'm not at a point where I'm gonna want split up in my hand. You kept a 1-lander? Okay. Don't know that I agree with that opponent, but okay. They kept a 1-lander because of duress. I don't think that's ever the right choice. Let's grab the play. Ooh, Authority, double Battlefront? Yes. Big yes. Okay, this is an aggro deck. And right away, we have Authority of the Consoles. That is going to somewhat keep me alive, but not a ton. This is the Fling deck. Scamp can just, like, straight up kill me. Yeah, there's the turn. They copy it. I may just be dead here. They have to get to 12. They get to 12, I'm dead. Well, that's 13. I'm dead. And just like that. Unfortunate. Well, there's game 1. Or am I alive? I'm at 1. I don't think that's going to save me, though. I am, in fact, going to be alive at 1, but that won't save me. Well, let's play our Maze Mind Tome. Unfortunate. If I had split up probably could have saved me, but c'est la vie. Alright, we know what we're bringing in. This is going to be Elspeth's Smite. This is our extra console. This is double split up. And this is probably Spell Pierce. Ugin is going to be too slow. We're not going to be trying for the combo on World Waker. Braided Net and Perilous Snare. I can go down to Braided Net. 3 steps ahead, you're going to be too slow, and I think Enigma Jewel and Ghost Vacuum are not going to be it either. So we're going to reduce down our stuff and do this. Splash is red for Jeskai Narset. That's fair. People don't like me. I mean, I don't see any issue with it. You enjoy playing control. I don't think it would be fair to say people don't like you. Some people just may not like playing against the deck, but it's a very valid deck to do. Authority on 1, split up. Battlefront Synthesizer. I'm gonna keep because I have the Meticulous Archive. Maybe I can find something. They don't have Leyline, which is a good start. Don't need another split up. I need a land. It's like TikTok and Magic. It's true. It's very true. Yeah, that's no Quarry Steel Cutter. You can get that out of here. I need a land though. I need some lands. We get lands. We're rolling here. Sure, Quarry's fine. Okay, again, I need lands. Okay, well that is in fact a land. I'll take it. And the creature that comes in from the Quarry Steel Cutter enters in tap thanks to authority, so that's perfectly fine. Both of these do. Manifold Mouse also comes in tapped. So we gain some life here. Yeah, absolutely. Like Pontala just said, you should never feel bad for the things you enjoy. We're going to push in for 1. I'm just going to destroy all tapped creatures. I don't care that I'm losing mine. Pulls up their board and their stuff just comes back in tapped anyways. There's another mouse. We're up to 24. They're running out of gas. Sure, turn inside out. It's fine. They don't get a spell for this, though. Like, they won't get the manifest. So this is it. This is their go-to turn. 1 card in hand. And I get to United Battlefront here. With a Spring-Loaded Saw Blade and a Repurposing Bay. I think I want both those. I'm going to get rid of the Manifold Mouse. Or Quarry Steel Cutter, 1 card in hand. Mouse can be a little bit more dangerous. See, mouse can be more dangerous. We go to 22. That's a Perilous Snare. I'm missing the land. I think I've got to go... How do I want to do this? I could pay for a Synthesizer. When you sacrifice it, I can do that too. Let's do this for a Synthesizer. Keep a Perilous Snare on top. And we'll Saw Blades and get rid of one of the 2/2s now. Sure, Leyline, that's fine. We'll go to 3. A 19. Bay is 2. Yeah, unfortunately, Bay is 2. Ah, that's fine. Grab a 6/6 artifact, and we take out a Quarry Steel Cutter. Sure. Leyline of Resonance, that's fine. What are you gonna do, attack me? Don't think so. Your go, opponent. Since you wanted to BM me, let me BM you. It's one of the rare times I will actually do that. One of the very few times I will actually do that, but I don't appreciate someone being like, well, you're thinking like your go. No, I'm doing my play here. All right. Is there anything else we need to consider to bring in? Get Lost is an option, but I think we're fine with what we've got. I still would love to get like a 3rd split up. I think a 3rd split up is pretty key for this list, but I'll keep on that. They'll go the Pontologist. Like if we had that 5th mana, I definitely would have done that. For sure would have done that. All right, what do we got in the opener here? We have Authority into Split Up plus Braided Net and Repurposing Bay. I'm gonna keep. I am gonna keep. They do have the Leyline on 1. They have a Swiss Spear. All right, well, that's a little unfortunate. Very nice dragoning. Surreal, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Now, I'm probably dead here, unfortunately. As much as I don't want to be. Maybe I'm not. Saw blades off the top would have been kind of legit. But we are going to go Simulacrum Coast here. How you doing today, Surreal? It's good to see you, bud. If I live through this turn, maybe I'm fine. If I live through this turn. Monstrous Rage, sure. We're going to Spell Pierce that. I'm probably still dead here, unfortunately. Not dead yet. Alright, I go to 5. But I'm not dead yet. Let's cast a Braided Net. It does slow them down a lot. It gives me a good chance to kind of come back. That's a Repurposing Bay. Okay. Battlefront stays on the top for sure. And we'll play in Repurposing Bay here. Leyline's only banned in best of 1, Surreal. Not banned in best of 3. Sure, hero comes into play. We go to 6. Mouse comes into play. We go to 7. Tap down the Swift Spear. Wait, what? Yeah. It was only banned in best of 1. Leyline of Resonance was leading to some bad gameplay in best of 1. So they did that there. And we are going to use Split Up here. I go to 5. But that's fine. Pass the turn. That makes... It was a special case. Sure, Cacophony Scamp comes into play. I go to 6. And we're going to cast United Battlefront. Let's go. We're going to grab Simulacrum and a Carrot Cake. I don't need an island. I do like a spring-loaded Saw Blades. That is actually helpful. That's the turn. Our Fire Hero? Sure. You gonna attack me? Sure. I'll block. You can put me to 6. That's fine. Do I look like I'm worried? Not in the slightest. Repurposing Bay. Whoop whoop. Spring-loaded Saw Blades. Get that out of here. Put me to 5. That's fine. Your go. Good game. Get out of here, BMer. We got Perilous Snare, Enigma Jewel, Battlefront, and Ugin. I'm going to go ahead and keep, actually. Archive on 1. Let's just play in our archive to start. Another count. I don't think I need 2 authorities. I'm pretty sure I don't need 2 authority of the consoles. Oh, are they Oculus? Hit the mother load into Ugin. That would be hilarious. That would very much be hilarious. There's a Synthesizer. Alright, well, let's play in Authority into Enigma Jewel. We have Synthesizer next turn. Or there's a Perilous Snare. I think I'm still going to go for Synthesizer here. This might be a counterspell. We refute, yeah. Unfortunate. Still not worried. I mean, duelists and stuff. Kiora... Kiora's annoying. I could also Perilous Snare and get rid of Kiora. Because I don't really want the octopus coming out. 1 mana open. I think I've got to do Perilous Snare. Is this going to hurt if this is Spell Pierce? No, it's not. Alright. Back here. No way it's Shore Up. Oppo just had the counterspell into the Shore Up. Oh, wow. Okay. I am getting beat down here. That's a bad. All right. Hey, I'm not really hitting lands, but it's Machior now. Down to 10. There's the land. Okay, I don't need another land now. We'll pass the turn. All these flyers coming at me is going to be a problem. This is another 4 damage. We'll sacrifice our carrot cake. 3 steps ahead. Also, actually. Yeah, actually. 3 steps ahead is not terrible. Make a copy of my Perilous Snare. What does this do? It's a map token? Oh, yeah, I can actually activate a map token here. I need a land. Repurposing Bay. I don't have enough mana to activate it. Repurposing Bay isn't going to be how I win this one. Arcanus. That's something. Okay, so we have a 7 on this attack. Okay, finally we get a land. Let's go Claybrick Fireworks. Because I need some lands. And then I'm going to die to frickin' flyers here, but I don't want you drawing some cards. Guess I'm attacking in at this point. Copy of target artifact you control? I mean... Don't ask me how I'm winning this. I have absolutely no clue at the moment. Sure, another authorities. Why not? Don't need a Saw Blades. Maybe. I'm impressed we're still alive. Hey, Braided Net technically keeps me alive. I'm just going to get another Perilous Snare. And take out the bat. They're going to shore up? That's fine. Don't think I want another Braided Net at the moment. We'll punch in for 5. Tap the bat down. Okay. Yeah, honestly, Wicker Helm is like low-key being really freaking good for me here. Okay, I'm gonna get another Perilous Snare. Do it again. Yes, once I get max speed, I can tap them for the counters. When did you become such a good card? I put this in for Simulacrum copies. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be doing copies of Perilous Snare to stay alive. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, with the 3 steps making the copy, I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever be doing that. It never occurred to me I'd be doing that. Okay, we're up against Oculus. Let's go ahead and bring in Elspeth Smite and Ghost Vacuum. I am fairly certain they have Oculus in there. Enigma Jewel can get cut. We want to leave kind of the rest. Eugene is probably going to be too much on the top end. We probably cut a 3 steps ahead and go down a braided net. We'll do that. Unforeseen combo. I thought about split up. I might bring it in for game 3. I'm going to see how game 2 goes. His opponent is on the play here. I guess. It did look very split up. Yeah, I don't... Sure. Springload Saw Blades. Yeah. No, I already have 2 Elspeth Smite in hand. I need lands. Alright, Siren comes in. Sure. Map token. Duelist of the Mind, kept on top this time. Alright. Island into Authority. You have too many flying blockers. I mean, I guess. I don't think Authority is particularly good against me, but Siren is now a 3/3. That is problematic. Do I braided nut just to tap it? I think I have to play in braided net to avoid the attack from the Siren. Memory is very good. Absolutely agreed. I have to force the tap down now. Okay. To Battlefront, I guess. Hope they don't have a counterspell. Unfortunate. Not much I can do there. Not much I can do there. We have to tap down the Duelist of the Mind. Then I can go tap. Play my Firebricks here. This gains me life. And I pass the turn. Soul Cauldron. Interesting. Tap down Duelist. Like, I don't have any creatures to eat. Ah, but the crime. They did draw a card here. I think we just Elspeth Smite you. Refute. I'm gonna do it again. If Duelist is their only creature and it's dependent on cards drawn on the turn, we can definitely do something. I have to discard a card for this, right? Search your library for an artifact card. Don't think I'm gonna need the archive. Carrot Cake is pretty good, actually. Battlefront. Great. That's fantastic. Battlefront feels great. I'm good with that. No creatures that they can eat. They do get to commit a crime. That will trigger eidetic memory to make the duelist bigger. So it's a 3/4. And 2 cards in their hand. Well, we're going for it. I have the Battlefront, and I hope it's not a counter. Come on. Double refute? Oh, that feels bad. That feels real bad. What can I do with this? Draw a card for each artifact and control, and then put this third from the top. Don't think I want to do that. I think I need to keep the mana for the carrot cake. Steam Core. So I have to get Perilous Snare to deal with that Duelist of the Mind. Oh, they discarded a loot to the Soul Cauldron. Oh, that's so bad. That's not good. That's a very scarily that's a... Okay. I am curious on the Scholar. Can exhaust and... Well, I guess, yeah, actually on the Scholar makes sense, because it's already buffed up. Okay, fair enough. Not a land. Does more Revolt even help me? 3 and 4 in tap. I get 2 mana to work with. No, there's nothing I can do here. We're going to game 3. Unfortunate. But yeah, it looks like we'll bring in Split Up. Split Up and Spell Pierce, actually. I thought Ghost Vacuum was going to be needed, but doesn't look like it. So let's bring in a couple Split Ups. Saw Blades is still good. Elspeth is still good. I'm going to drop Authority down to 1. I think I'm going to cut Synthesizer down to 3, and we'll bring in the Split Up, because I just need to live through the creatures. If we live through the creatures, we're more than likely fine. And we will take the play. Well, that's Authority Split Up and World Waker Helm. I'm doing something with this hand. I don't know what yet, but we're doing something. Ooh, Harsh Mulligan on the opponent to 5. Could be good. Braided Net is actually really... That's a fantastic draw. Ooh, and no second land. Let's cast in the Braided Net. We've got Snare. Uh-oh. There's game 3 on a risky 1 keep. Well, I gotta say, Simulacrums certainly did what Simulacrums wants to do. We had a metric ton of constructs coming out in some of those games, and really showcasing the power of United Battlefront, being able to dig deeper into the list, finding different artifacts either to make constructs or in general just getting more value on the board to handle opponents' creatures, like finding, you know, our Braided Nets to continually tap down that Bloodletter of Valkazats. I gotta say, nonetheless, Simulacrums, it was great playing you. Dragonauts, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. As always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.